Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Rose, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 132. Joining me, as always, Daniel Neverly.
What's up, gamers? What's going on?
What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man?
Not much. I just wanted to say we hit over 200. I think we're. What is our actual number right now?
See, I'm actually disappointed by this because we were at 209, which everyone knows is the best number. 209, Stockton, we all know. And now we're at 210.
I don't know what that means, but
Someone unsubscribed.
we're at 210 now. What does that mean?
209?
209. Yeah. What is that?
209 is if you know, you know type thing.
Isn't 42 the best number?
42? Why 42?
Yeah. Isn't that a what's the name of that movie? The sci-fi movie.
Sci-fi movie.
Yeah, the Sam Rockwell movie with Mos Def. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
I think if 42 is supposed to be like the answer to
Is
the
that with Owen
universe
Wilson?
or something.
Wow.
I don't remember if Owen Wilson's in it. Sam Rockwell. And Martin Freeman's like the main character, and then Sam Rockwell's in it, and Mos Def. It's kind of like the three big actors. But I'm pretty sure 42 is the superior number.
Nah.
We're at 210, which is awesome. We've been trying to get to 200
Very
forever.
nice. Yeah. Thank you, people, for
Yes,
hitting
please.
that
If you're
button. It's
listening,
great.
subscribe. Get it higher.
No Sims again, so I want to continue to talk shit about his Elden Ring
Oh.
play.
Sure.
Yeah, while he's not here. I mean, you're cheating, bud. I know he's getting very upset because we're saying he's cheating, but you're cheating. The other day he was like, "I don't think I'm cheating." No, you're cheating. Like you're going outside the game. You're getting people to give you runes and stuff, and all the weapons and
if
stuff.
it's cheating, because he's not like breaking the game, right?
He is though.
No,
This
I mean
was
he's
never
upping his
like
level.
intended, right?
Yes, but he's not breaking the game.
I suppose.
You know what I mean?
I do feel like he's gonna miss a certain part of the experience of Elden Ring because of all this. I feel like the overcoming stuff, the triumph of the game.
not even overcoming, like, because like if he doesn't feel like doing that, I understand. But like he keeps showing us videos of all these bosses he's doing, which is really cool.
It's not
he
though,
fought-
because it's like this is.
Well, he fought Radon, right? And
Sure.
Radon, when you get to like I think about halfway or so, he does his like he turns into like a meteor or like a shooting star and like lands into the ground. It's so cool. He didn't even see that.
He didn't even
He
get
has
to
no
see
idea
that.
that that's even a move. Like, I don't know if he got
I
the
just
same
think
experience.
there's an aspect to these games about the trial and stuff of beating these bosses and overcoming stuff that's hard and supposed to kill you and over again. You're completely missing out on that part. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. He's enjoying it. But
Yeah, I'm
nonetheless,
just glad he's
you're
playing.
cheating, bud. You're cheating very hard. I just think he should start over entirely. Start at level 1. Take like 6 months. No more guides, nothing. Just replay it.
Sure.
Anyways, Daniel. It's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Very busy.
Very busy. It got really busy the last like 24 hours. It's just like,
Yeah,
what
the best couple
fuck
days
is going on?
just everyone wants to do stuff.
And also, I mean, next week should be very busy too with opening
Yeah.
night live next week Tuesday. So
Oh yeah.
it's-
That's right.
it's
It's Tuesday.
picking up here. We're gonna start off though with some sort of breaking news happened probably like 12 hours ago at this point. Embracer Group has acquired multiple studios and companies, including, here we go, you guys ready? Limited Run Games, which is the company that makes box editions of certain types of games and stuff. I don't know. Have you ever gotten anything from them?
I'm not a physical collector, but I think that's so cool what they do.
Yeah.
Between them and like I Am 8-Bit, if you ever heard of them too, they're just super cool when they do physical stuff.
Definitely, I think that's really cool too. I don't know why Embracer would have any interest in them, but it's like okay. I mean,
They're if you look at how they're buying things, I know we're gonna list more. If you see how they're buying like they're trying to be able to do everything in house. So they're buying like they're really smart what they're buying, and they're buying everything.
Speaking of buying everything, Singtrix, which is a vocal processing tech, so could use that for some type of music game, I would assume, or whatever. I know they own. Didn't they buy Harmonix?
No, that's
already?
Epic.
That's Epic that bought them. Okay. Well, Maybe they're working on some other type of music stuff. But now we get into the bigger ones. Tuxedo Labs, which is known for the game Teardown, which I'm not familiar with myself.
Teardown's cool. That's that voxel Minecraft game.
Okay.
Where you like, at least I'm pretty sure that's what Teardown is, where you like planning a way to like destroy each level or something like that. It kind of has like
Some
these
type of survival
voxel
game.
pixels. No, it's like level based, and you're like,
Level-based.
it just kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Its visual style.
Okay, cool. So there's them. And then next up, Tripwire Interactive, which is known for the Killing Floor, which I believe has multiple entries in that series.
There's at least 2, and there might be some DLC.
Cool. And then now we get into, well, here, first, this one, they also acquired a secret studio, which cannot be disclosed as of yet because of commercial reasons, they said. So who knows what that one was. But apparently, I think I read that the secret studio is supposed to be like their 3rd or 4th largest studio that they've ever acquired. So it could be something somewhat big.
Well, they just acquired really big ones.
Yeah, with that whole Square Enix deal. So I gotta imagine those are the top 3, and then so whatever this one is
well, no,
those.
maybe Gearbox is number 1.
Good point. So I don't know. We'll find out what that is at some point.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who's on the table?
Who knows?
I don't know. I guess they could just scoop someone up.
It could be anyone. Yeah, who knows? They're known for PC and console games, so it could literally be for anyone.
Yeah.
That's all the information we have. And then it gets really interesting. They acquired the IP rights to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, which I'm seeing a bunch of people on Twitter try to figure out exactly where all the rights are going. Apparently, they have the movie and book rights, also video games, obviously. But then, like television, they have only to series that have less than 4 episodes or something like that. I don't know. Very odd what's going on with these rights. It seems like the Lord of the Rings rights are all over the place, but they own majority of it.
Speaking of
now.
that, let's throw in this other story while we're here. Where is
The KOTOR thing?
No. Private Division is also doing a Middle-earth game.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, here, I'll read that real quick.
Yeah.
Where is it? Private Division is working with movie special effects company Weta Workshop on some type of Middle-earth game. We don't know what that is. Also very odd because Private Division just publishes games as far as I know.
And they're a label under 2K.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there must be some developer there. And then Weta Workshop is the company that's done the special effects for a bunch of different movies, but they're mostly known for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So
they're like, you got like ILM, and then you have Weta. Like that's one of the biggest in the world.
Yeah. So I suppose they'll be talking with Embracer now, or they're gonna have to be working with them. And
kind of why I want to throw this in here.
Yeah. Very odd.
Very odd.
I don't know. I'm seeing it on Twitter everywhere. I'm just seeing people trying to piece together like where all these Lord of the Rings rights are going now. It seems like Embracer Group owns a majority of Lord of the Rings now, which is just fascinating.
It seems like I'm assuming that the Tolkien estate still has full rights of everything, right?
I don't know. Like it's very hard to tell.
Like I doubt Embracer would.
I know they own the movie rights and they own the literature rights. So it's just it's very odd what's going on now. It just seems like, if you divide it up into percentages, Embracer owns
how much
the biggest percentage of Lord of the Rings.
How much does
now.
the Tolkien estate still have?
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, and also, I mean, not like entirely related to our show because this is a video game show, so it's a lot of it doesn't really concern us. But for video game rights, we're probably going to be getting all of our Lord of the Rings games moving forward through Embracer Group.
Yeah, and they got so many studios. They can literally have any of these teams do anything.
Yeah, that's a really good point that I didn't really think about yet. Is like you could just start fishing Lord of the Rings out to all these different studios they've acquired recently, and
we can get all different types of games, narrative games. You can get strategy games. You can get anything really.
Think about the sizes of studios that Embracer Group owns now. We could get more indie type stuff from Lord of the Rings now.
That's what I'd like to see.
AAA stuff from Lord of the Rings now.
Yeah. I like a nice variety of things. How about like a Lord of the Rings 2D action game? like a
You lost me at
Metroidvania.
2D, but yeah, I'm with you.
I was
It's
thinking like a
not like that.
Metroidvania or something,
That'd be
like
cool
a
too, or
yeah, like
whatever.
a
Just playing
Castlevania
as
style.
an elf or some shit shooting arrows. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, who knows? You could do so much with it.
it's like a ranger. Maybe. But yeah, you could do so much. Like this is just crazy. It's
Yeah,
just we keep talking about how many they're buying, and like everyone's so scared of like X. I think I said this last time they bought the Square Enix thing. Like everyone's scared of like Xbox buying stuff or Sony purchasing a lot of stuff. Like Embracer's really the one that's just buying way more than anyone's really paying attention to.
yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, Embracer's just it just seems like they're just buying stuff just to buy stuff. Like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're gonna do things with these developers and things with these properties and stuff, but it just seems like they're just buying anything that's on the table. They just bought the rights to fucking Lord of the Rings. It's like why?
And they
But it's
have
like,
been
yeah,
just
all right.
buying IPs too.
Yeah,
Like they've been just buying, like they bought like Kingdoms of Amalur and like rights to all these other just games and stuff. Like they're not even just buying studios and stuff like that. Interesting, very interesting.
and then we should also mention and tie in with all this, Jason Schreier came out and apparently in some sort of documents involved in all of this, it said that a big AAA game was moved over to a different studio inside of Embracer Group, and they're not expecting any delays on that big AAA game. And Jason Schreier's saying that that's supposed to be the KOTOR remake, and that it's been moved over full time now to Saber Interactive.
I think didn't we mention that they're probably taking over anyways.
Very light, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what me and you were assuming, but we know that they got on board with the with helping develop that game. Not even that long ago, probably like 2-3 months ago with Aspire. So it seems like Saber Interactive is now taking on that game just fully on their own, or maybe Aspire is just going to be a support studio with them. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I think that's what me and you guessed back when the KOTOR news came out.
So you said that it's not going to be delayed. Does that still mean 2022?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so you guys still thinking 2022, but clearly
Or
they're not. Who knows what they're thinking? I don't know. I would probably go by the dev time when the developers said
2025?
yeah, 2025. I mean, there's no way. I mean, we've never even seen gameplay for that game.
I
so
know,
it's not,
absolutely nothing.
yeah, it's not this year, obviously. It's probably not next year. I don't know. We'll have to wait for them to actually talk about it. Who knows if Jason Schreier is even accurate here? He probably is. He's Jason Schreier, but it's yeah, it's a mess with KOTOR right now. Yeah, and Saber Interactive too. I would have hoped they would have gave it to someone else. It's not that Saber Interactive's a bad team or anything, but it's just I don't know. I just don't have much confidence in this KOTOR remake. The more we go on, it seems like it's in development hell.
Yeah,
For lack of a better term.
definitely is.
Yeah.
Saber's I think a talented studio. They're huge. I think that's what they got, a lot of manpower. So putting it in their hands is probably good for getting it out quicker. Yeah, we need just to see anything about the game. Maybe the Keeleys will see something at the end of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath, but
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
yeah.
I mean, they gotta have something, right? More like an actual teaser trailer.
But that's the thing, is like what they have is probably what they were shown and what they weren't impressed with and why they took it away from Aspire. So it's like, what does Saber Interactive have that's new in the matter of months? You know what I mean?
Just anything.
nothing.
Though. Just
Yeah,
a
I don't
trail.
know. You want
Star
like
Wars
another?
Eclipse
Do you really
had
want
its-
another CGI trailer though? Just like a
Kinda.
longer one. Eh.
I mean, Star Wars Eclipse had something, and that game was probably further behind.
Yeah, that did have a better CGI trailer. I'll give you that. But I don't know. This is also like a remake, so it's just you don't need a. I don't know. The game's a mess. The game's a fucking mess. We'll see if it ever comes out. But getting back to all of this, I mean, this is just crazy with how much Embracer just bought here. It's I guess the studios aren't like the biggest studios out there. They're big games. I know Killing Floor is pretty big and stuff like that. So, and then obviously the Lord of the Rings thing is probably the biggest thing that they just acquired, because that's just massive news for not just video games but all of media.
Yeah, I mean, it's the daddy, the granddaddy of fantasy. So you have that under your belt. You can literally do anything. Even just a simple like retelling of the trilogy in a game.
That'd be sick, honestly.
Wouldn't that be
I
cool?
would love that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be really cool. You could be bouncing around between the different, like the Fellowship members, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot you could do.
I love that. Like, that'd be really fun. I always want stuff like that. I guess I don't want like everything adapted to the new game, but that sounds like really fun. You just play as like Frodo or whatever, and you're actually going on the journey. Like that'd be really fun.
From Frodo to Aragorn to Gandalf, like doing different things all over Middle Earth, like be really cool.
Sounds like a good time. Someone give me a remaster of those PS2 Lord of the
Ooh, I
Rings
never
movie
played them.
tie-in games. Dude, they are so good.
Yeah,
they are
I know some
so
people love them.
good. It's incredible how good those were. The Two Towers one, and then the Return of the King game was phenomenal. So I would love that.
You ever play? Is there a Fellowship one?
Yeah, there is, but it's not. It wasn't the same. It was a little bit different. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like that, the Lord of the Rings Online from back in the day. I know a lot of people like that too. So I think that's still going. So I don't know. Maybe
I think they made a MOBA like on the 360, didn't they?
Did they?
I think it was like a MOBA or some sort of like maybe it wasn't 360. Maybe it was Xbox One, PS4. I think there was like a MOBA. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take a Lord of the Rings card game.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Give me the card game. Fucking Aragorn was playing in the background of that bar.
Ooh.
Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, massive news. I guess I don't have too much more to say on it. It's just Embracer just
I'm
going
so
at it,
interested.
sucking up everything around them.
Who's that last team? I need to know.
Yeah, I doubt it'll be someone like shocking, but it'll. I mean, they must be somewhat big if it is the fourth biggest one they've acquired.
Studio MDHR. That's not that big.
That's not that big. Didn't thought they have that deal with Epic though? I don't know.
I mean, they haven't been bought or anything though.
Nah. Okay. Well, they are on the table.
I think so.
All right, cool. We'll move on then. Embracer, please don't buy us, or do buy us. You know, we might enjoy that.
I mean, you got to bid.
Embracer.
You got to bid.
Got a bit. I mean, there's a lot of people coming at Nerdic Gods. You know, we're getting offers left and right.
Mm-hmm.
210 subscribers now. You know. All right, next up. Death Stranding is possibly coming to Game Pass PC after the Game Pass Twitter account changes profile picture to a screenshot from the game. And I like how people are...
Done it 3 times.
They've done it 3 times now. I woke up and they changed it twice overnight. And I like how people are like speculating, like, oh, is this Death Stranding coming to the Game Pass PC? Like, yes, they just changed their fucking profile picture to a picture of Death Stranding.
If you see there are like some fans, or I assume they're just fans that are finding where that is in Death Stranding and trying to match like rock and formation with the game in their picture, and like it seems like people have found where that is in Death Stranding.
Yeah, that couldn't be that hard.
Yeah, well, you just have to figure out where it could be, right?
Yeah.
What a weird story when I saw this. Like. The Death Stranding was a PlayStation-owned IP that we know of, but it is a Kojima Productions game. Then they went and made the PC version, not published by PlayStation on PC, but published by 505 on PC. Right?
Yeah,
and
correct.
What does this mean for the PC version on Game Pass? I'm very confused.
Maybe it's just I don't know if 505 had to even consult PlayStation about this. You know, I'm sure they did, right? Like, hey, we're going to go on Game Pass or whatever. But at this point, you know, why wouldn't you? You know, because, I mean, obviously Xbox got to write a check to get it on Game Pass. So it's just, why not?
Because it's in a competitor service, I guess.
I guess.
My question is maybe the rights are more muddy than we think they are. Maybe I'll throw that out there. Like, maybe PlayStation doesn't own as much as we assume they do. Maybe Kojima Productions owns a higher percentage of the Death Stranding rights, which
certainly
might
I don't think PlayStation would be too upset at it though. You know, like it's not.
Yeah,
it'd be different if it was going on the actual console, right? Because then it's like, okay, Death Stranding's on Xbox now, right? That's a little different, but it's just being on PC and you can get it through Game Pass now. That's not. I don't know. I mean, that's not that big a deal.
1 foot there.
Maybe they're making money through it, you know? I mean, they have MLB The Show on Xbox Game Pass. Maybe they're seeing the numbers from that, and they're just like, oh, fuck it, we might as well throw something else on Game Pass, too. I mean, if they're making a little bit of money on the side from it, why not?
I mean, yeah, that's interesting. I feel like the MLB side is probably more because of MLB wants it than...
Oh, definitely. I mean, we know that, right? We know that MLB themselves wanted... the game on different consoles and stuff to do better, So I mean, we know that was all their decision, but I'm just saying maybe they're seeing that and being like, oh, well, we could throw something else on there too. Why not Death Stranding?
Why don't we just ask the question? What's the likelihood of just any PlayStation exclusive going to Game Pass for the console? Like, is that even we're gonna get any cross pollination between both? You know,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
is that the
interesting world,
future?
you know. Yeah, it could be. I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised one day to see Game Pass just straight up on PlayStation, and seeing PlayStation games straight up
I was
on
just
Game
saying,
Pass.
yeah,
You know, and vice versa. It's just we're living in different times now. I wouldn't be surprised if,
yeah.
by the end of this generation, things look completely different.
Oh, I think 100% they will. Um, maybe PlayStation and Xbox are starting to realize that maybe there are bigger competitors out there, not just the platform holders, and maybe they need to work more together and be more friends, right? Than like dealing with like Embracer or Tencent
This
or
like
Amazon,
some Cobra Kai shit.
the friend of your friend
Yeah,
or friend of, yeah,
they
like
come to get Johnny and Mr.
Johnny
Russo
and Daniel,
yeah, and Daniel
yeah,
come together. Xbox
to
and
go like
PlayStation.
who is who is like Terry Silver in this world?
Embracer.
Embracer and Terry
They gotta be scared of Embracer, you know. What if Embracer tomorrow's just like we're making a console, you know? You're just like
Oh
shit.
no. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the bigger tech companies are getting more into games. Netflix is getting more into games. Amazon's been dabbling, Google's dabbled, like Apple's dabbled. Like if they start getting more and more into it, like maybe PlayStation and Xbox kind of need each other more, you know, and start just putting games in. I think that's just be good for gamers. They can have whatever console they actually want.
Right, yeah. And I mean, there's a world where Game Pass just becomes the dominant streaming platform for games, right? And like, maybe PlayStation can't catch up with their own streaming platform and stuff like that. And maybe, if Game Pass really does become as big as like Netflix or something like that, there's no point in competing. Maybe you do just start throwing your stuff on Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see less. I know it's crazy to say. I'd like to see less exclusives personally. I'd like to just have really one box and then maybe buy whatever I want on that box. But that's a future that I don't know where I'll ever get to.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get. I think they just end up making too much money on the console side, but I don't know. I would love to just be able to judge Xbox and PlayStation strictly by the games that they're putting out, right? And just forget all this other shit, because the other shit's just, I mean, kind of stupid when you think about it. It's just, I mean, it's all pretty much the same shit. It just it's just the main thing I still always care about is what are the games you're making. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would just love to only worry about that and only judge PlayStation, Xbox by that.
Yeah, or just any of them, right? Nintendo as well. Like a lot of these companies don't make a ton off of the physical hardware, so putting everything on one thing and just selling software, that might be a better option. It might just not have to worry about the manufacturing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, could be a world we see in the future.
How about put Death Stranding on console Game Pass as well? Might as well.
Yeah, maybe at some point. I mean, we know Kojima's talking to Xbox, and if Kojima does own majority of the IP, I mean, that would probably end up happening at some point.
Maybe.
Who knows? Next up, then, the developer behind the impeccable Crash Bandicoot 4, I think it was called It's About Time, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Toys for Bob, they're hinting at a new game. Viva their Twitter account, they had some sort of thing listing all their different IPs and their different games that have come out over the years, and then they had a question mark one after Crash Bandicoot 4, sort of hinting at their next game.
Awesome.
Daniel, you excited?
Yes. I would like it to be another Crash, because I doubt that they would be able to do like a Banjo or something else yet. That might be the game after this. It'd be nice if it was a Crash 5. I know we're probably not going to get that for a while. It could be a Spyro game, maybe like a Spyro 4.
So I see this one of two ways. It's either Spyro 4, which they have hinted at, sorta, in the Crash Bandicoot 4 art book. There was like a part it was like that city landscape level from Crash Bandicoot 4, and there was a building that said Spyro 4 in the artwork with like Spyro's head above it. So that was kind of a little hint. And then there's also been all those rumors about this game called the Wampa League, which is the one I'm not hoping for. But that was supposed to be some multiplayer brawler, I believe.
Yeah,
it plays a bunch of different Crash Bandicoot characters. I think it's either that or that. I think it's 50-50 either way. I don't know which one it's gonna end up being. But if I had to guess, it's gonna get announced at Opening Night Live. They do like Keeley. He's gotten a couple of these announcements through them. So if I had to guess,
Activision on 2020
next week Tuesday.
They announced everything in 2020 with Keeley. If you remember that,
Yeah.
Tony Hawk and all that stuff.
Yeah, even before that, Crash Team Racing was announced with Keeley, so they like Keeley quite a bit over there.
Opening Night Live. Yeah, well, Xbox has a presence as well. I doubt it would just be like an Xbox thing, but I don't know. This deal seems like it's really moving, so who knows?
Yeah, they just don't own it yet, right? It's like a lot of people saying Banjo and stuff like that. I get your hopes, but it's just not there yet. There's no way they could have even had those talks yet, because whatever they say, it has to be pretty far into development, at least a couple of years, and this deal didn't even start till 5-6 months ago. So
yeah, like the beginning of the year. Yeah, I would like it to be a new Crash game, but I'll take Spyro 4 for the people that like it. I'm not the biggest Spyro fan. I like the first game.
I would like to see what they could do differently than the old Spyro games, right? I mean, they made arguably the best Crash Bandicoot game, you know what I mean? They could make arguably the best Spyro game if they wanted to. That'd be really cool. That Wampa League thing does scare me. It's because those rumors were seemed pretty legit at the time, so I don't know. If it is that, hopefully it at least looks cool, but who knows?
That's just going to be a Crash 5 mode.
That'd be dope. Just give me that. Just announce Crash 5.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. All right. Well, hopefully we see more of that next week, Tuesday. Next up, then, High on Life is now releasing on December 13th, later this year. We know there's some rumors that it was going to come out end of October from earlier this year, but nope, it's coming out December 13th. So there you go.
Yeah, missing the Keeley's cutoff date, which I don't know. Maybe this could have been won some sort of award,
maybe,
art
right?
style. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm still excited for the game. It sucks that it's delayed about a month or so.
There'll be a couple games missing.
Month and a half.
Keeley's cutoff, huh?
Yeah.
Will God of War even make it?
It's on the edge.
That is right on the edge, huh? Yeah. Their cutoff is like right there, huh?
It's
they'll probably have to bump up whatever their edge is just to include God of War.
You assume people will be reviewing it probably a week or two ahead of time.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be enough. This game, it was supposed to be at the end of October, so it's about a month and a half delay. But we're still getting it this year. I'm still excited. I like Justin Roiland. I know that you're not the biggest fan, but hopefully this game's great.
I do not like Rick and Morty, that's for sure. I am still looking forward to this game. I definitely want to play it, check it out. I'm all in for comedy games. I think we need more comedy games. I know comedy is very hard to write for, but I think we could use more comedy games. And this game just looks cool. I like the first-person talking guns aspect. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I like this date more for it, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff right at the end of October, so it's a good thing it's not coming out right there.
Into early November.
Yeah,
you got Skull and Bones, the one game everyone's looking forward to.
Yeah, so this will kind of take the spot of the last big game of the year, which is a good spot for it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, everyone needs to move out of the way of Skull and Bones. Like it's clearly like this juggernaut monster release. Like,
yeah, I mean,
get out of the way.
I've pre-ordered it 3 different times already.
Mm-hmm.
And PC, PS5, Xbox. I mean, you got to get them all.
Yeah, to get the Switch version.
Is there a Switch version?
Probably.
Yeah. Running on the cloud. Great.
Yeah, the cloud version.
Speaking of things not coming to Switch, Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed to February 10th of 2023. The Switch version has been delayed indefinitely. The team says they are excited for people to play the game. Daniel,
I love how inadvertently I gave you just a meatball and you just knocked it out.
I like how they said the Switch version is delayed indefinitely. Yeah, you ain't making no Switch version of this game. We know damn well.
Unless it's a cloud version again.
That's the only way.
This sucks. I mean, delays always suck. But take their time. I kind of wish, I always think of Harry Potter as like a Christmas theme thing. So it would have been nice if it could have came out like end of November or something like that. it sucks now that it's in the first 6 months because literally everything is in the first 6 months so far, and like it's not good. Eventually, like these games, they're making these decisions to put out games. We're gonna keep. We have like at least another one. It's delayed into that time, and like it's not going to be good for any of these games anymore. There's too many now. We're getting way too many now. People only have so much money. Games are going to get buried. This game will probably bury a lot of them because it is a Harry Potter game, but like it's not going to be good for a lot of them.
Yeah, this game was already kind of delayed in my head already, so I wasn't really too surprised. I was just, at this point in the year, if we don't have a date for your game, and you're saying 2022, it's probably not coming out in 2022. And I don't think there's really anything big left. I know the last two we were really waiting on was the Avatar game and then this, right? So yeah, they're both out of this year now. We know officially, and yeah, I actually it's a good date. I like that it's early February, right? I think majority of these big games are gonna shoot for March, get out right at the end of that fiscal year. That's I think we'll see Breath of the Wild 2 and the Star Wars game right around there too. Probably another big one right there. And it gives me a good like 2 week period right after Dead Space and Forspoken. So and hopefully this game just has a good 2-3 weeks to itself. I would hope, but
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. February's probably going to be pretty bad.
I mean, Resident Evil 4 remakes in March as well.
Yeah, that's right at the end of March. We know.
Diablo's probably somewhere in the middle there. I assume Redfall is early.
Redfall might come
then
out
I
right
assume
on top of this.
Starfield is probably closer to May.
Yeah.
And then Diablo's probably in the middle there. There's a bunch of indies that are going to be released sprinkled throughout this. It's just a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. But nonetheless, I think this game looks sick still. I know we're getting more next week. Keely already confirmed that we're getting another trailer for this game, so we'll see even more of it next week. That'll be cool. Yeah, February 10th. There you go, people. Next up, then, Chad Stahelski?
I think it's Stilinski.
Stilinski, sure. The director of the Ghost of Tsushima movie adaptation has said that he intends to make the movie a complete Japanese film with a Japanese cast, Japanese voice, Japanese language, all that. And Sony is apparently on board with this. So yeah, here we go.
Super cool.
That does sound cool. That sounds like the way to do it to me.
Yeah. I'm very curious about this movie. I think it could be very cool. All these video game adaptations, they're just up in the air. There's a lot of them. Quality varies a lot.
Seems to be a lot that are just like, they got announced and we've heard nothing since. Like, where's that BioShock movie, and stuff like that. Yeah, we just.
Well, there's all the Netflix stuff that we still don't know anything about.
Yeah, remember Netflix made that whole deal with Ubisoft about.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
properties. Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
We've heard nothing about any of them. There are quite a few coming out pretty soon, I guess. That Cyberpunk thing has a date. I know that's like October or something.
Soon.
Yeah, that'll be soon. I'm seeing a bunch of screenshots of set pieces for the Fallout TV show, which look spot on, by the way. They look fucking fantastic.
Look cool.
Yeah, they look very cool. And then, yeah, this seems to be moving forward, I guess. We'll probably hear casting news soon and stuff like that. So, yeah, but this sounds cool to me. Make it a complete Japanese film. That sounds awesome.
I agree.
Next up, then, sticking with PlayStation. Great, another launcher.
You like my joke?
Yeah, I did like your joke. I assumed you meant it as like a, oh shit.
Oh, great. You want me to say it? I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, great. Another launcher.
That was great, man. You should be an actor. Anyways, there is hints toward a PlayStation PC launcher have been found somewhere in the files of Spider-Man Remastered. Apparently, you get into these games' files, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff. Someone just hacked.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a joke, like another launcher. It really sucks because there's too many launchers. People need to stop making all these different launchers. But I guess the underlying thing is there could be some trophy integration there. You could sign into your PC and have maybe cross-save. I mean, PlayStation's still trying to get better at all their cross-save stuff, and maybe they're going to try to do trophies on PC as well, and bounce back and forth, which would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I assume this was just a way for them to make money off their store page, right? Yeah, just add
they
the
don't
PlayStation Store somehow. That way you don't got to share the revenue with Steam. So, yeah, I get
kind
it.
of stupid. Like
Yeah, I
need
guess. I mean,
an extra
I don't.
$2 per game.
I gotta
I
be
don't know.
honest. I don't play on PC, so this is your guys' problem. You know.
I mean, I don't really play on PC.
No, not you, but
I
people out
would if I had
there.
a better PC though.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, it's it seems like there'll be another PlayStation PC launcher at some point, but we'll see. We'll see in the future. Next up, then Helldivers 2. We got some leaked gameplay, which I think this was this the last game from that Nvidia thing that wasn't announced?
There's probably still a few more, but
Probably
it's
still
another
a few
one.
more. Yeah, this is another one that was on there, and people really didn't believe this one. So, but yeah, it's the gameplay is apparently not online anymore. They've taken it down. Can't find it anywhere. So
Does that link not show it anymore?
yeah, that link doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, I saw it this morning. It was only like 15 seconds, and it was like a cutscene or something. So not actual footage, but I'm wondering if we're gonna see that soon. Maybe that's at opening night live.
Yeah, it could be next week Tuesday. I mean, there's a lot of stuff leaking right around that, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was also one of them.
Yeah. When did Helldivers 1 come out? Was that 2014?
It's a really long time ago, right? Yeah.
Like that's a long time for a sequel to like a smaller indie game. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't
wonder
know
what
if
this
they've made
team has
something
done.
else in the meantime. They probably have, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not. I never played the first one, so.
I did. I only played it for a little bit. It was fun. Play it co-op. You could like kill your co-op buddies, even on accident. Like if they'll walk in front of you while you're shooting, you just kill them.
Oh.
There's like friendly fire. I'm sure you could turn that off, but you could like drop a pod on some. Like you could call in something and kill them. Kind of like in Call of Duty with the care packages. You can like kill somebody with it. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Helldivers 2 will probably be seeing more next week. Next up, Bungie's teasing Arc 3.0 for Destiny. Not just
so this is
Destiny 3.
No. So Arc 3.0 is Arc is the subclass. Like the blue Arc subclass.
I thought this was like a third arc for the story of Destiny 2. Okay, gotcha.
No. So I think they started with the Void 3.0. They like completely rehauled the Void and how the menu works for the Void. Then they did Solar. They rehauled all of that, and then now it seems like they're going to do Arc. So they're going to kind of rehaul everything for that. They're kind of giving you a little more options, a little bit closer to Destiny 1 kind of overall than Destiny 2. Because if you played Destiny 2, you kind of had a few different options for like complete trees, but you couldn't really pick perks. It was just, oh, you want this one or this one. In Destiny 1, I don't know if you remember Destiny 1's Connor, you had like all these different skills that you could just actually pick everything that you wanted and make a build yourself. It wasn't like, oh, my Blade Dancer, I have to pick these two. You were like, oh, I could use these skills and make my Blade Dancer slightly different in how I want to make them.
Interesting.
So it's a little different than in D2, but they're making it a little bit more options to give you for these 3.0 versions of the subclass. So I guess we'll see what this looks like.
Is this like something you're looking forward to? I know you.
Yeah, I mean,
Destiny once every time they drop something new, right?
Yeah, Witch Queen was really the last thing we did, like the main story. I would like to see what Arc 3.0 is going to look like, so hopefully we see it soon. I didn't really read the article. I don't know if they go into detail of the skills, but I'll just wait until it like releases and look at the skills there.
Cool.
They really ruined my Hunter Blade Dancer from D1. They updated it to like the Arc Strider, and he has like a staff, but I don't like the subclasses.
Do you like pop into Destiny 1 now and then?
No, I probably should. But,
yeah. Is there like still community people that play Destiny 1?
I mean, I think it's still up.
Yeah.
I like Destiny 1 overall more than 2, personally. But I think they kind of took a step back for a lot of things from Destiny 2. But yeah. Cool. We'll probably be getting an announcement of a new expansion soon, I would assume as well.
Yeah.
I think they have an event.
Didn't one just come out, though?
Well, Witch Queen, that came out in March.
That was March? Oh, so that was
a while it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering maybe
2 a year?
They used to do 2 a year, but then they started slowing a bit, and it kind of became one big one, and then like seasons in between. I think the next one's supposed to be Lightfall. I don't know when it's supposed to release, but I wonder if we'll get an announcement soon. I want to say they have like Bungie is doing a showcase
Yeah, I think
at some point,
we did
like
something on that.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think like September or something, right?
I think it's within a few weeks.
Something like that.
We'll see. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm excited for that.
Probably get more Destiny news soon then. I want them to
Hmm.
announce their new game already.
The mobile game.
Isn't there? Aren't they working on something else though?
Well, there's the I think there's a mobile game, and then there
Wasn't there
is
rumors of
the
just a straight up multiplayer game?
what's the name of that other Chinese company that they got a bunch of investment from. They're making a game with them, but
Not Tencent.
that, no, it's the other one. Um, I can't remember the name of them right now, but they NetEase.
NetEase. There you go.
They got a bunch of money from NetEase. But I wonder if the NetEase game is the mobile game. But I think that they are working on something else as well.
All right, cool. Next up.
I honestly just want Destiny 3. Like, stop
Yeah,
making
I would love
expansions
that.
for 2.
Will they ever make that though? At this point,
They have detailed lined expansions for Destiny 2. I'm wondering what happens after that, which it might still be a few more years. It might be 2024, but yeah, 2024 is probably when you're going to get something big and new from them. That'd be the earliest.
that'd be very nice. All right, well,
I think so.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Maximum Power, Daniel. Rave Racer 64 is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online thingy mabobber tomorrow. There you go.
Cool. And that's such a fun
I've never
game.
played this. I'm gonna have to actually download this.
I never played the N64
What is this,
one.
like an on rails racer type thing?
You're on jet skis.
Yeah.
You're racing.
You
I
just
played
racing
the
people on jet skis. Is it like a kart racer? Like, can I throw a fucking turtle shell at people or some shit?
I don't remember about. I don't know. I don't think it's like that. But the only one I've played was the Wave Race. Pretty sure it was Wave Race, the name of the game, but it was the one in the arcade where you're on a jet ski and you're moving and you're.
I think I remember that.
You ever do one of those where
Yeah,
you're in the
yeah,
water
yeah,
and you're racing?
yeah.
Like, that's the one I've played. I've never played the N64.
I didn't know that was Wave Racer.
I'm pretty sure it's still the same game.
Is it? Okay.
Just an arcade version of the game.
Yeah.
But it's as exciting for all those people that like that game. You know, Nintendo needs to put out more games quickly. But
Yeah, there's
play
only
it.
so many, right? Get
Yeah.
into Wave Racer now. Whatever. All right, cool. Next, then, THQ Nordic held a showcase last week, Thursday. We're gonna go over that real quickly.
There's a few things in there.
Yeah, a few big things. First up, an Alone in the Dark remake was revealed. There's
Another one.
Yeah, is this another one?
Remember the 360 one?
Was that one? Was that like a reboot?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
360 one was like a reboot, and it was like I think some people like that game, and then some people don't. I think it was pretty mixed.
Yeah, I never played it. I remember the cover very well, but I never
Yeah.
played it. Yeah.
Then there's like the original adventure games. I think that they did one on the PS4, Xbox One gen,
Yeah.
like last gen. I think there was another game. It's just a weird series that really hasn't hit home since like the original game.
When was the original then?
I think it was in the 90s, like early
Was it
90s.
way back then?
Yeah.
So what? This came out around like Resident Evil time, Silent Hill.
Maybe it
when
was.
that was around then.
Well, I think that Alone in the Dark kind of helped give birth to Resident Evil.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be how it's kind of its legacy, because it is like a camera angles and you're moving, but it is very polygonal and stuff like that. Like, it's very old. It actually might be an 80s game. I'm not 100% sure.
Judging by the screenshots, it looks very Resident Evil, just the third person over the shoulder aspect, and yeah, it looks straight out of Resident Evil. So I'm assuming this is going to be a very Resident Evil like, another horror game to add into the mix coming in the future.
Sure, I'll take all the
getting
horror
a lot
games.
of horror games. I like it. Make this whole gen just horror, you know.
Space horror.
Space horror.
A lot of it space horror.
Yeah, you might as well put Alone in the Dark in space. So
In a spaceship instead of a mansion, a spaceship.
yeah, it's a good title for a space game too, honestly.
Alone in the Dark's a cool name.
Yeah, definitely. Next up.
Yeah,
they
oh,
showed
real quick.
Yeah.
There's also that really bad movie. It's one of, if you remember, and one of the
There was
games
no
we
Alone in the
played.
Dark movie.
Yeah, I think last year we played a game, and one of the questions was what was the lowest rated movie of all time. Alone in the Dark was in like the bottom of the barrel of.
Oof.
It's like a 4 or 5%.
That's worse
Big
than the
oof
Silent
there.
Hill movie.
Significantly.
Significantly too. Wow.
Big
Okay.
oof there.
I don't even know if it's significantly worse than the Silent Hill movie. I do not want to watch that then.
At least rating wise, but I'd like to watch it. I like to watch bad stuff.
They then showed off Space for Sale, which is an open-ended build simulation game. Looks like you're kind of building your own colony here.
Yeah, was that the one that kind of looked like Astroneer? Do you remember Astroneer?
Do not remember Astroneer.
It's that like third-person mining game where you're like on planets.
It looks like High on Life a little bit, just with these weird faces and colors.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of a if you should look up Astroneer because it looks just like Astroneer. But there's so many people love these type of games. Like, keep pumping them out.
Keep pumping them out. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Now we got another new look at Outcast 2, which looks very pretty.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I've never played the original, but it's finally getting a sequel like 20-something years later.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
No Sims would be excited for this one. AEW Fight Forever got your first official gameplay of this. I know gameplay leaked a little while ago, but I'm pretty sure this was that same leaked trailer of this game. But
okay,
yeah. Here you go, getting it official this time. They showed off a bunch of random mini games.
That's what I was gonna say.
Really odd, yeah. Like, why would you want to play baseball in a fighting game or a wrestling game?
Just other things to do in the game. I think if it's they're trying to make a complete package here, right? So like, have some other things. Do something fun, and it definitely looks more arcadey, and that's what they've been saying. So I hope that this is the wrestling game people want. You know.
Then we got a new trailer for SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake, which is a new 3D platformer in that SpongeBob universe. I know it's being made by the guys that did the remake for that last SpongeBob game, whatever the fuck it was called.
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
There you go, that one. Yeah, so it's being made by those guys. No release date or anything for that yet, but looks pretty cool.
Probably the end of next year, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there were some parts of that game that looked way open. I don't know if it's going to be that open, but like I was pretty impressed with what I saw there.
You got to assume they're pretty happy making a new game rather than that remake now, right?
Yeah. Like I never played Battle for Bikini Bottom, so I don't know how open that game is or even how it feels to play. But that's like my biggest question is like how smooth is that jumping and like how does SpongeBob feel to play? But
the art
I'm gonna keep my eye on
really
it.
Cool.
It's super cool. Yeah,
like it looks awesome.
I'm gonna keep my eye on this game. It might be fun.
Yeah, who knows? And last quick thing, they did announce that there's a new South Park game in development somewhere. We don't know. I didn't even know Embracer or THQ Nordic had the rights to this now. But
well, so if you remember the history of this, it's very odd, very weird. Like THQ was initially going to publish the Stick of Truth game with Trey and Matt, and then it fell through, and Ubisoft picked it up. Then Ubisoft published it. Then Ubisoft developed a second one, because that first one was Obsidian.
Right.
And then I forget what Ubisoft, which studio.
San Diego or something.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
They did that, and then it seemed like who knows what happened to the rights there, and then now THQ has the rights again, which is pretty cool. It might not be along the same vein, but South Park Studios is working on it. Like Trey and Matt are there, so
I would hope it's another 2D RPG type thing. Maybe go back to that turn-based style or whatever, or do another style. I always thought
I'd say give them some different
for a third game would be cool. All right,
yeah, anything like as long as Trey and Matt are there to write it.
Yeah.
I assume THQ is just gonna try to keep a similar thing of like how those two RPGs kind of like were in the world and they had the same style as the show. So as long as it has the same style of the show, let it be any game. It could literally be any game, and I'd be cool.
Definitely, yeah. I really like those last two South Park games, so another one would be very cool. Very interested to see them pull that off.
Yeah.
All right then. Next up, a Disney and Marvel Games showcase will be taking place on September 9th. The showcase will be hosted by Kinda Funny's Blessing Adeoye Jr. And Disney has said to expect a sneak peek at the Skydance Media game, or Skydance New Media game, which is the Amy Hennig run studio. So we know we're getting that for sure. Of them. She has two of them, really.
She has a Star Wars project. Her studio has a Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I do.
Or Skydance does, which I think is. I don't think she's going to be I think we talked about this when she got announced. stuff. I think she is the overhead creative of all of Skydance New Media. I don't think she is like, I am the creative director of the Star
So
Wars
she's
game
not going to be
or
like
Marvel.
the straight up director of
I
any
think
games. Okay.
she might have hands in all of them, but I think she is the full creative director of the whole thing, and they're doing both a Star Wars and a Marvel game.
Okay. Well, they did say the Marvel game will be there, so
Sweet.
we'll at least get an official announcement of that. A lot of rumors that it's Fantastic Four, so maybe we'll see.
That could be awesome. Imagine that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Shout out to
what
Blessing
exactly
real
they
quick.
do to that. Yeah, that's awesome for
Like
him,
that's
right?
so cool
Yeah.
that he's hosting it's their first showcase ever, and they get Blessing to do that. Like that's really cool.
That's very cool. I wonder how in depth they'll go with this. If this is more of like a, I don't know. I'm thinking of like the WB one where they did that at their DC fandom, like that. That was like a very short segment to them. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of ran over the trailers of the game and went like that. Is it gonna be like that, or is this gonna be more of like a E3 type thing where you have Blessing hosting and they're like, all right, here's the director to talk about this new game. Here's this new game. Or is it just going to be a bunch of trailers of stuff we already know about? I don't know. I'm curious to see how they go about this showcase.
Yeah, it's probably going to be somewhere in between. I doubt it's going to be just some like, here are the trailers. But I doubt it's going to be full like Annapurna. I know we talked about that showcase a month ago when they just really sat down with these devs and it was really all about them. And then kind of the games were there as well. It's probably going to be, somewhere in between that. Like, Blessing's probably going to be the main host. I don't know if he's going to actually be interviewing people. I don't think that that's going to be what it is.
Yeah, who knows? It's just, it's hard to tell with, all these different companies kind of do their showcases a bit differently from each other. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one pulls off because it's Disney. I mean, they got the money, so.
Yeah, so I think that they said that there's going to be Lego Star Wars is going to be there, Skywalker Saga, so probably more DLC. I mean, you're going to get both Marvel and Disney, so we're going to get a lot of stuff, I assume. I know that Disney free-to-play, like, Kingdom Hearts game, Disney Dreamlight Valley, that's supposed to be there as well, which is releasing, I think, this week.
Yeah, that comes out sometime soon,
yeah. Yeah. The real question, do you think any of the EA stuff's going to be here?
Yeah, I think it might be too early for that type of stuff. Maybe a CGI trailer I could see. I don't know. I mean, if you want to go really out, will Spider-Man 2 be here?
A great question.
Will PlayStation just hold that one? The Wolverine game,
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Remember they showed off the Monsters Inc. was the first thing they showed off, right? For 3?
Yeah. That'd be really cool if they did
was
that. Showed off Star Wars or Marvel. Yeah.
Give me Andor.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
See like a Luke model or something. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Like Luke and Sora. Maybe Sora has like a lightsaber keyblade. Show me that lightsaber keyblade. That's all I need.
Oh man, I kind of want them to save that for Endgame. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff they could show.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see exactly what. I mean, maybe some new stuff too. Who knows what they've got in development behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, they are everywhere. They got their hands everywhere, which I know some people are not going to like that they're getting so many Star Wars and Marvel games, but what about Jedi Survivor? We're going to get a trailer for that, maybe?
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That could be there.
Man, we might just get a trailer and a date, right?
What's interesting is they're saying Disney and Marvel. There's not really too much Star Wars, so I wonder. You think they would have said Star Wars just in general, or Lucasfilm Games, right? If Star Wars.
I don't think so, because they are just saying Marvel.
Yeah.
And then Skydance is there, because they're making a game. Like I don't. It is like Star Wars is just Disney now. I don't think they necessarily need to. I mean, to be fair, I guess they could just say Disney. They don't even need to say Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney is doing a showcase.
Why did you differentiate the Marvel?
Yeah. So maybe you're right.
If Star Wars is also there. It's just I don't know, a point to bring up. I don't know if I'd be expecting too much Star Wars stuff, but if we were to get a trailer for Jedi Fallen Order, I wouldn't be upset. Or what's it called? Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just something to throw out there. I'm trying to think of like any Disney game that's even in the works that we know about. Yeah. We'll see.
Nonetheless, we'll cover it on that week's episode of the show. Whatever that. What day
I think it's on a Friday. I'm pretty sure, so we'd have to cover it the following week. But we will definitely.
I think
They'll
it's
definitely
Friday
cover
at
it.
like 3 p.m. that day, so
Mhm.
looking forward to it. I'm also expecting PlayStation Showcase to be somewhere around there.
Where
if
is
they're
that?
gonna do one, yeah.
Got any? Do they have anything? Like maybe
I
they
don't.
don't.
I mean, it has been typically they've done one in September the past 2 years, right? So I'm pretty sure they announce it pretty close to when they're about to do
Yeah.
it, right? It's normally a week or two out, so maybe they're just not there yet. But yeah, I would be expecting one this year.
If they don't have much, maybe they do like a VR thing. But if they don't have much, they don't really need to do one, right? Like
If they
they're
don't
not
do
gonna
one, I
force
think
one.
that ups the chances of Spider-Man 2 being here
That's a very
by a
good,
lot. Yeah.
or at least show anything, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean, you
very good
gotta figure
point.
there's some gameplay out there for that ready to go, all right?
Supposed to be next year, right? Next
Yeah,
next fall, about a
yeah,
year.
and the
So
speak is about to put it. So if they're not doing one, I would say Spider-Man 2's there. If they are doing one, though, I wouldn't hold your breath for Spider-Man 2 being there.
yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next up, after leaking online, Player First Games has announced new Multiverses characters, including Stripe from the Gremlins, who's the little evil motherfucker, and, and Black Adam. Both characters will be added sometime during Season 1.
Yeah.
There you go. You excited for Stripe, Daniel?
I'm kind of tired of seeing Black Adam already. Like he's just everywhere, and I hate
It's
it.
too much.
Like
It's
I
too
love
much.
The Rock. The Rock's my boy, but I'm
Sure.
tired of seeing Black Adam. Like, really.
The movie's gonna come out. Everyone's gonna watch it. It's gonna be bad.
It's
And then we're all just gonna be like, "Oh, great, we gotta do a Black Adam the rest of our lives."
This actually really shocked me because they've even changed the cover on the game now. Like I thought Rick and Morty were for sure first. They marketed them as season 1. So these two characters are just first, and then Rick and Morty are next. Because Rick and Morty are two separate characters. So
I thought
that
Rick and
just
Morty
going to
were
be-
already in the game.
they are not. They were supposed to be part of season 1.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Season 1 just happened, I think, on Monday. It was official season 1.
Oh, that was officially released. Okay, cool.
And then this got leaked, I think on Friday or Saturday, and I don't know. Where's Rick and Morty?
Where the hell is Rick and Morty? You know. I don't know.
But the fact that Stripe is here is interesting. They didn't do Gizmo, the main
Gizmo can't really
Mogwai.
fight, right? Until he turns into that.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell they turn into.
Yeah,
so I
but
guess is Stripe Gizmo? Is that what Gizmo turns into?
no, Stripe's the evil
Stripes.
Mogwai.
Okay, I haven't seen
Yeah.
Gremlins in a while, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I haven't seen 2. I should watch 2. But yeah, they didn't choose Gizmo. Like I don't know. They're gonna just go weird with this. I'm waiting for Lord of the Rings characters. I don't know. Like
Oh, they have that. Wow. I
they
didn't think that.
might.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they might. Yeah.
WB owns a lot of stuff. I think WB even owns AMC. So like, where's like Rick from The Walking Dead? Maybe I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Where's Walter White and Rick?
Crypto
That's
the
the two.
Superdog.
They're gonna have an AMC update. It's gonna have Jesse, Walter White. It's gonna have
Saul. You need Saul.
Saul, Gus,
Oh, God.
Rick, and Michonne. That's gonna be and Daryl. You're gonna have all them characters.
Give me baby Judith.
Oh no. Yo, is she gonna have the hat? Is
Yeah,
she gonna
of
be a
course,
little
of
like
course.
kid Judith or baby?
Yeah. Oh, she's in
You
a
want
crib.
the baby?
Yeah, I want the baby.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. What about Walt Jr.?
Good luck with that one. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. Where's my fucking breakfast?
It's all his like super is gonna be him eating breakfast.
I feel like we're talking a lot about licensed games this episode. So the whole
We
licensed
are.
game theme.
I mean, they're everywhere. All these crossovers. It's kind of too much at this point.
Yeah, it's a lot.
to be fair.
There's a lot.
Like,
going
there's
on
the
here.
Dragon Ball update for Fortnite right now. It's just too much. There's just too much. Everybody needs to calm down.
Here's something new. Upcoming puzzle platformer, Planet of Lana. We going with Lana or Lana?
I would say Lana.
Lana. Okay, has been delayed to spring 2023, but is now confirmed the game will launch on Xbox Game Pass when it does come out.
I think we knew that, right? Or
I
did
don't
we not know that?
I thought they revealed that with whatever that little trailer was they put out yesterday, but I could be wrong.
I mean, it was at 2 Xbox showcases, right? It was at 2021's and 2022's, right?
Yeah.
These past 2.
I think. I don't know.
So maybe I just assumed because there was that one that was like, oh, all these are Game Pass games except for a couple or whatever. So I just assumed it was Game Pass, but maybe they didn't announce it until now. Yeah, this game looks super cool. I love my 2D games.
Dude, the art style for this game is phenomenal. Like, this
Oh,
game
yeah.
looks beautiful. I can't wait to play this game. I love 2D puzzle games as well. You know, anything in the style of Limbo and Inside, I'm all in. This game looks fantastic, though. I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah, where's Somerville?
Where is Somerville? That is a good question. Where the hell is that
Where
game?
is that game? Supposed to be out
I
this
wonder if
year.
that'll hit this year. I guess that's one that we're still waiting on. I could see
Yeah,
that. That is more indie, so I could also see that. Just like, hey, it's
maybe
coming out next
November.
week or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
November, December. It could be around
maybe
there.
they'll get a date,
Shit, who
even if it's for
knows?
next year. Maybe we'll get a date opening night live.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's what I'm saying. Next week could get a date, and it could be out in 2 weeks. You know, who
Yeah,
knows? Yeah. But nonetheless, yeah, the Planet of Lana looks awesome. Can't wait for that
cool
game.
looking game.
Yeah, very cool. Next up then, an Amazon listing might have revealed the release date for the new Tales from the Borderlands on October 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel,
Another.
were you expecting this game to actually come out this year?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it's just still my naiveness. Like I want to say everything's gonna be delayed, but I also like they're telling me it's gonna be released this year. I mean, I guess it is. I don't know.
This is just a weird one because all we got was an image, right?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, and you never got a trailer, and we still don't have a trailer or anything. So
They have box art.
yeah, it is there.
Like it seems very real. Where we got 2 leaks from retailers this week, which is very interesting. And both seem very real, and both have dates.
Yeah.
Um,
So we know
uh,
next week that Telltale said they're gonna be at opening night live showing off The Expanse game.
yes.
So maybe they're also there announcing this along with the release date for Tales from Borderlands.
No. Nope. This is Gearbox. This is not Telltale.
Oh, you're right.
This is only
Wow,
Gearbox.
wow, I didn't even think of
Gearbox
that.
is
You're
all
right.
taking it in. Yep.
Wow,
Which
I
is very
completely
weird.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Very weird. I want to know what a Gearbox narrative is. This needs to be the same type of game, right?
Yeah,
They can't just change. Maybe they can make it a little different. Maybe make it a 3D game,
it's just
but
another
narrative.
Borderlands game. That'd be weird.
Maybe I think in this leak they have like a description. So I think they showed the names of the 3 protagonists or something, and the 3 protagonists are not any of the characters from the previous game. So I'm wondering if the other characters are even in this game at all, which would be very sad if they're not, because that cast from the first game is amazing.
Yeah, you just changed my whole perspective on this game.
It being Gearbox,
realizing that
not
Telltale's
Telltale.
not making this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is my
I don't
favorite
know what to
Telltale game.
expect from this game. Yeah, is it?
Tales 1 is my favorite Telltale game. I think pretty handedly. I think Walking Dead's very good, and I love Wolf Among Us. Um, Walking Dead's right under it, but this is my favorite Telltale game.
So I know people are upset because certain characters aren't returning from it. Do you know what they're talking about?
Well, that's what I was just saying. I don't know. We don't know if they're returning, but like, if you played Borderlands 3, did you play Borderlands 3?
No,
Okay.
I'm not a
2 of
Borderlands
the
guy.
characters from Tales from the Borderlands show up in Borderlands 3. They didn't get the same voice act. Troy Baker did not voice Reese. They just replaced him.
Mhm.
Reese kind of sucks in Borderlands 3. They kind of ruined Reese's character. He's kind of the main guy, the guy with like the metal arm you've probably seen before.
Yeah,
Vaughn was really good. They got Chris Hardwick to voice Vaughn. Vaughn I think was okay in Borderlands 3. But the other 2 sisters are not in there as well. But we'll see if any of the 4 of them show up in this game. I would be very disappointed if none of them did.
did Tales from Borderlands, the first one, end off on like a place where they could continue it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But it just seems like it might not just be a direct continuation, because
okay.
they kind of showed those 2 characters in Borderlands 3. So I don't know. Very
see.
weird.
We'll see. Yeah, probably get a trailer next week then. Yeah, that Telltale thing, man, that threw me off entirely.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that. Anyways, speaking of Amazon listings, Dead Island 2 is alive. An Amazon pre-order page unexpectedly went up yesterday with box cover art, in-game screenshots, and release date of February 3rd, 2023. Dead Island 2 has not been seen since E3 2014.
With that
Fucking 8
awesome
years ago,
trailer.
Daniel. Yeah.
With that awesome trailer that recently Goat Simulator 3 ripped off with the guy running on the boardwalk,
Yeah.
which is so great.
Are those like
Yeah,
made by the same publisher, Goat Simulator, in this
Uh,
game? Because I wonder how they
no.
did that trailer. Like, I thought they were kind of.
This is Embracer.
Maybe they knew. This is Embracer. Okay.
Because this is Deep Silver, who is
Right.
Embracer.
Right. Okay.
I don't really know who is actually publishing Goat Sim 3, but I doubt it's THQ or Deep Silver. So It's probably they
That
were like,
trailer
oh,
just
we're gonna
seems like marketing for Dead Island 2 a little bit. You know, it kind of seems like
pretty much.
maybe they knew Dead Island 2 was coming. I don't know. Just
I
it
mean, they've
got a
been
lot of
to be
people
fair
talking
to Deep
about Dead Island
Silver.
2.
They've been saying they're gonna keep releasing it. They've never said it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So
Just 8-year development. It should be the
it
best
just
game ever by that point.
I think it's already been rebooted twice in terms of its development. So
Oof.
we'll see. We'll see what this game is.
See. Yeah, I know Sims is excited for this game, but yeah, I don't know. I want to hold my breath on it being good. But February 3rd, there you go. As I was just saying, February seems like a good spot for Hogwarts. It's not.
It's not. I told you it's not. There's too much.
Never mind.
This game's gonna get buried as well. There's just too much.
This game will definitely.
Elden Ring is going to release DLC in March as well.
It sells 20 billion copies.
20 billion copies.
Right. All right. Well, Dead Island 2. Did you ever play the first one?
A very little bit. I couldn't get into it. Sloan really liked it, and then Sloan also played Dying Light.
Yeah, it always just seemed to me like Dying Light took this game's torch and just kind of.
I mean, it's Techland
and kind of made what everyone wanted Dead Island to be in Dying Light. Right?
Yeah. Techland definitely took their game and made it better with Dying Light. And they've doing that series now, but I don't really know. I don't think Techland made Riptide, the sequel.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, I don't know if Techland did that.
When did that come out then? That must have been like what, 2013?
2014, I think.
14? That came out the same year this was announced. Interesting.
I think so, yeah.
Riptide felt like DLC though, right?
It was kind of a yeah. It was a full game, but it definitely felt like a big expansion,
like when Far Cry does those random
in
between games. Which is interesting. We haven't gotten one for 6 yet for Far Cry. I kind of would have been expecting that, but
they might have moved on.
Hopefully, I'm kind of sick of them doing those little in between games anyway. So, but yeah. Nonetheless, Dead Island 2. There you go. It's alive. 8 years in the making. Our last news there. Marvel's Avengers is getting a big update with the Winter Soldier as the next character. Do we have a release date for this?
No, I didn't see a release date.
No? Okay.
They just did like a little press release thing. With some like they're adding some like things to do in the game.
Lord only knows why they're still working on this game, but okay.
Especially with like them being sold as well. Very
also,
weird.
This is just another character that's exactly the same as a character you already have in the game.
In the picture, he has a gun, so I wonder if he's not going to play exactly like
Captain America.
Like Captain America.
Yeah.
If he's going to have his arm and maybe shooting abilities, he might play a little bit different. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We will have to see. All right, cool. That's gonna do it for the news. Big news week, Daniel.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on. We will now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel, what you been playing?
I have finally beaten Persona 5. Woo, my 95-hour journey.
Oh boy.
In the middle of me playing other games, you know.
9,500, right?
9,500. Yeah, I'm the only person to ever beat this game.
That's quite the accomplishment.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you'll be at opening night live next week, accepting your award for beating Persona. Thank God.
As soon as I popped the achievement, and I immediately got a text from Keely, and he was like, "You got to come to opening night live.
We need you on. Someone's got to explain how this game
you're flying to. Isn't that in Germany? You're flying to Germany. We need to tell us how it ends.
The Japanese Yakuza knocks on your door. How the fuck did you beat that game?
It'd be impossible. then God comes down. He's trying to kill me.
No one was ever supposed to beat it. They start torturing you and stuff. I don't know.
So yeah, I finally beat it. Man, the game's just what an insane ending. I talked about the having to fight a god at the end of this game.
Yeah, I remember you last week talking about fighting gods. So
I was very close to the end. I had like 2 more hours left, basically. This game's it's a lot. It's incredible. It's definitely one of my favorite games of all time, for sure. Like, I think everything about the game. I wish it was a little shorter, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so I played that. Still playing Multiverses a little bit. Going around.
Are there any differences now that the season actually started?
I actually haven't played because the season just started Monday. I played this weekend before
Okay.
the season, so I should check out and see what has actually changed from the season. But uh, still playing that. I'm trying to try every character I can. Um,
How
who
many
did I
are
try?
there right now?
That's a good question. 12 maybe?
12. Okay.
12 to 14, something like that. And then whenever these new two they'll add. Um,
People are really into this game.
yeah, it's fun. It's free. I think you should just at least try it,
Yeah, I haven't
see
even
if you like
downloaded
it.
it yet. Yeah.
And then the main game I've been playing, waiting for We Are OFK, which comes out. I think it's today.
Today. Yeah.
That's like I'm gonna play that this weekend. Which I think they're doing like a weekly release for the other
I
remaining
know
3
episodes
episodes.
1 and 2 are out. So
Yeah,
yeah, you tell me. Is it a
I
weekly
think there's
release
5.
of the 3 episodes? Okay. I like
I think
that
there's
more
5 or
than
6.
waiting, 2 months or whatever for another episode.
Yeah. Tell me why I did that. They were like, we have 3 episodes and we're releasing, every week. I think that's how you do it.
That's a much better thing. I used to hate it back in the day with Telltale games, honestly. With
It
I remember
sucks.
Wolf Among Us. It would be like, I think it was between episode 4 and 5. It was like 6 months or something. It
Yeah,
was crazy. It was like that's way too long.
it was too much. But I've been playing Dark Souls Remastered, the
Nice.
remastered version of Dark Souls. Pretty far. I rang the first bell.
Okay,
Uh,
I did that as well.
I
I played this a little bit last year. Yeah.
Okay, so I rang the first bell. Then I went and beat the Capra Demon. Did you ever fight the Capra Demon?
Which one was that?
This boss fight's ridiculous. So you
So the first
you have to,
bell is
like
like on top of that church, right? You
yeah,
climb all the way up there and you fight
it
something
kind of
up there too.
below. If you remember the Undead Burg where all the skeletons are,
Yeah.
there's like a door that you can find a way to get past. That kind of leads back to the Undead Burg, but down behind that area, there's like a bunch of little assassin guys with daggers and some dogs. And then behind them, there's a boss door, and the Capra Demon fight is just in a small room. That's all you get. So as soon as you walk in, he has 2 dogs in there and him, and he has these 2 giant cleavers. So if you have to basically dodge as soon as you get in there.
Oh, I do remember this. It's
It's
like
his
way at the
dogs will
bottom
attack
when you're
you.
like walking into that jungle area.
No,
Kinda.
It's
No.
not in a jungle. You're in
No, but like
building
after
area.
that room is like the jungle area, right?
The jungle area is it's near the church. You have to
Okay.
like go down across this like little walkway, and
Yeah.
it takes you to. There's like a big guy shooting lightning. I think the forest area's behind
Oh,
him.
maybe that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one is actually a boss door, and he's just. I kept dying because I would walk in and immediately die. It took me hours because I couldn't actually fight him. You basically need to kill the dogs first when you walk in the room, but he's immediately gonna hit you unless you like keep dodging. So you have to spam your dodge as soon as you get in there. But his fight was ridiculous. Then I went to this like underground sewer area that had like these frog freaks shooting this smoke that I think like curses you or something.
Yeah, I remember fighting like tree people or something.
No, not they're actually like frog freaks. They have like big
Frog.
eyes. You remember in Elden Ring those things that shoot the disease at you?
Yeah.
They're kind of like that, but
Mm.
bigger eyes. And they shoot this gas at you, and like I guess it kills you. They didn't end up hitting me with it, but like this area sucks. Bunch of rats in there.
Gross.
But all the way at the bottom of it, there's another boss fight is where I kind of stopped. He's called like the Gaping Dragon. I don't know if you've seen a picture of this thing. It's insane. It's this huge thing with like on its bottom half is just teeth. Like shark looking teeth. It is nuts. I only fought him a couple times, but like he is yes, look at that
That's
horrifying thing.
horrible. It's
The
just a giant
gaping-
mouth with legs and teeth.
Uh-huh. The Gaping Dragon. And he has this move where he'll just grab you and like chomp on you. And like he basically one hit me with that move.
Gross.
Just crazy. But I'm having a lot of fun. I basically like I picked the knight and it just was too slow and like a lot of the areas had a lot of enemies. It was that church area really hurt me. So basically what I did was like I'm just going to take off all my clothes. I'm going to be quick, keep my sword and shield and dodge around, maybe block if I need
Who needs
to.
clothes, you know?
I don't. I'm doing fine without them
Certainly
now.
you don't. Yeah.
I'm beating the game without it. So I took off all my clothes. I'm just running around naked and with a sword and shield.
Good call.
And that's been good. I found pants that don't slow me down, so now I'm wearing pants.
Okay.
They're like leather pants.
Got a little bit of pen. I mean, there's a bunch of vines and stuff in that forest. You don't want to
Yeah.
cut your leg or whatever. Yeah.
If I can get my endurance up to like up my carrying capacity, I have like a cool chest leather piece that I'll put on too. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. This will be my in between game until I guess I don't know what the next big game.
How does it
Saints
feel
Row
coming
next-
back off
or next
Elden
week?
Ring and like not having all the stuff that they've progressed over the years with Elden Ring?
I think the biggest thing that has been affecting me is just two simple things of a crouch button
Yeah.
and a jump.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it feels pretty good. Especially taking off, like, I know it was a joke about me running around naked, but honestly, taking off the armor and seeing how good it actually feels to move around, really not that much of a difference. They just refined everything, made it even better.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about going back to these after Elden Ring because I played Demon Souls, the PS5 remake, and then I jumped into this, and I was actually surprised by how similar they felt when I went into Dark Souls 1 remastered. But in Demon Souls, obviously you got to grind a bit in Elden Ring, but at least in Elden Ring you could go off anywhere else you wanted, right? You could go throughout the map and just grind that way and explore and see different things while you're grinding. Dark Souls or Demon Souls, I would just grind one specific area until I was ready to move on to the next area, and that's the thing I'm kind of worried about. Like, if I go back and play Dark Souls 1 now, and I end up just having to grind a hallway for a few hours, I feel like I'm gonna get very sick of that compared to having Elden Ring and seeing what it could be like,
Yeah, I haven't grinded yet, but I don't know. We'll see. And maybe I need to level up more for the Gaping Dragon, but I'm not sure if I can get it. There is like a summon. You could summon Solaire. I did that twice before I got off.
I think
And
that's what I'm worried about is that Elden Ring, I know, is the most forgiving of these Souls games. It gives you the most options to get past these boss fights with either calling someone in and going off and leveling up somewhere else, or the sneak button and stuff like that, or just crouching, not a button. But that is what I'm worried about, is not having those advancements.
Yeah. We'll see, I guess, with some of the more harder bosses. I don't know if the Gaping Dragon's known to be a particularly hard boss or not, but yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. But I would like to go throughout all of the From games, so that they'll probably all be my
Yeah, I would too at some point. Yeah.
they'll probably just be my background games. I'll probably just go in order, like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, bounce to Bloodborne, I think, after that, and then Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Demon Souls. That'll probably be how I do it.
I would like to do that too. I don't know. I might be good on Dark Souls 1. I got pretty far. I was a bit further than you were. I know I got.
Did you ring the second bell?
I remember there's a big gate that's blocked off. It's like it's in that church area, but like across a long bridge, and there's like
Yes.
an NPC standing there. Yeah, I got that open, and that's where I was. Yeah, that's like the last place I was. So that's where I ended. I don't know if I ever go back to that. I might try Dark Souls 3 next year. I know a lot of people say that one's supposed to be the most like RPG like or whatever. So I've kind of always wanted to check that one out. And then obviously Bloodborne, I've always wanted to check that out. But I gotta assume at some point PlayStation's gonna remaster that or put it on PC, make it 60 frames or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold.
That's also
hopes
the
at this
only
point.
one right now that's not at 60 frames. So I gotta imagine at some point they'll do that. So I would just wait for that for Bloodborne, because that'd be the main one you want to check out, right? Because everyone talks about how good Bloodborne is. So yeah.
I mean, I want to try them all. I mean, Dark Souls 2 is the only one that like I might not stick with.
Yeah, people hate 2 for some reason, or some people like really love
there are
it.
some
but then
defenders
there's a lot
or
of
two.
people that don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends, Ned, he loves 2. But I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't, it was on sale. I was like, I'll just pick it up. I want to go through them all, so we'll see if I'd stick with it. That would be definitely the one that is probably the most disposable. I could just skip it, but all the other games I'd like to just beat.
I would really like to try Sekiro, honestly.
I have. Oh, that is on my list. That's on the list. I have it.
That's kind of the main one I'm looking at, like, because I know that's supposed to be like the most different. So I'd kind of like to see now what.
Yeah,
that
you have
is
no
exactly.
other weapons.
Yeah,
he has one sword. You get like upgrades for your arm or something. I think that's
Yeah,
all
a lot of
you
a lot
get.
of dodging in that game. It seems a lot of rolling away,
Blocking.
parrying and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, and that's mostly what I like to do in the combat in these games. So that sounds cool. That
Yeah.
all you've been playing?
And yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Cool. What have I been playing? More Yakuza. A lot more Yakuza. I think I'm on chapter 8 now.
Oh yes, you are.
Yeah, pretty far. I think. How many chapters are there? 15, right?
I forget.
I think it's 15. I think I read that somewhere.
Somewhere on there. I think somewhere on there. Yeah.
So I'm probably about halfway through the game. I got.
So where you at? Story wise.
Story wise, we are teaming up with like the Korean mafia part right now. That's
okay.
Like me and the group are teaming up with them, and then there's a whole bunch of different stuff going on with the different mafia clans.
3 factions.
Yeah, with the 3 factions going on. So they're kind of all gearing up for war against each other, and Ichiban and his party are kind of stuck in the middle of that, and we're kind of picking sides and trying to convince them not to start a war and stuff. So yeah, we're right in the middle of the game. I got super into the business management part of this game. With, you like open your own businesses, and like you know, it has a lot to do with like shareholdings and you know, just gaining money through different businesses, and it becomes this little mini game. It's a game within a game. And I got like super into that for like 5 hours last week. I don't know why. It's
fun.
Once I figured out how to do it right, I just got super into it, and now I'm just super rich. I have like 20 million yen or whatever, and so I can buy whatever I want, which is nice. And then you unlock like a little side character through that, which is cool.
Did you
someone else
get her already?
Yeah, I got her already. You actually get her really early in the business management thing. So.
I didn't do it a lot.
Yeah, it didn't take long to get her, but yeah, I got super into that. So loving Yakuza, and then I started Roller Drum, which just came out last Tuesday.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm only about 3-ish hours in, probably less than that. So I've gone through a few tutorials. Took a little bit for me to understand. There's a lot going on in this game with the shooting and the skating and all that, but it's really fun. It's like kind of like Doom and Tony Hawk had a kid. Think like that.
Isn't there some like Max Payne slow mo?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anytime you shoot, really, once you start aiming, it slows down, so it immediately goes into.
I thought it was like an ability or something you get.
No, so
I didn't know every time.
Yeah, so and then like Doom, it's like that because you get ammo from doing different tricks. That's how you get your ammo. So yeah, so you got to keep doing tricks, and then it pretty much just lets you out into an arena, right? And it's like, okay, kill all the enemies, but while you're doing that, you got to do tricks to get ammo and stuff like that. And obviously throughout the game, you're getting different guns and stuff. So
is it like grinding is like this weapon? Is that how it works?
No. You can switch between pistols, shotgun. I'm assuming you get more. That's all I have right now, but I'm assuming you'll get like a submachine gun at some point, or an assault rifle or whatever. If I had to guess, I just don't know yet.
That's whatever weapon you have equipped.
It's the ammo, and you can switch through them it's all like the same ammo pretty much. So like if you do a trick and you get ammo for your pistol, you also get one for your shotgun as well. So
gotcha.
Yeah, you can just switch through them really easily. But it's really fun. It's I think it needed a bit more work on like the tricks and stuff. I'm not really thinking about what tricks I'm doing when I am doing a trick. I'm kind of just mashing buttons while I'm in the air, and then it's like, okay, cool, I got ammo now. Then I'm gonna slow down, shoot this guy, shoot that guy, stuff like that. I'm still in like a tutorial section of the game, so I don't know everything there is to see yet, but I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I know you're a huge Tony Hawk fan.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask how that feels compared.
It feels really good. Like it feels great. Yeah, it's a lot like Tony Hawk actually. They have a lot of like the advancements Tony Hawk made throughout the series in it already. You know, like being able to just dip right down into a half pipe. You know, you just hold L1 into that, or you know, grinding feels exactly like Tony Hawk and stuff like that. You can't fall though, so there's not like a balance mechanic when you are grinding and
it wouldn't be fun to fall on this stuff.
No, yeah, it'd be too much if you could fall too, you know what I mean? Because you know, you're up in the air, you're flipping around doing a bunch of different tricks, and then you're also trying to shoot a guy at the same time. It'd be really annoying if you could fall, so I'm glad they didn't add that. But it's a cool little game. Love the art style. The art style is so cool, especially when you're actually playing it. I know it looks cool through the trailers and stuff like that, but when you're actually sitting down and playing it, I'm like, wow, this game looks incredible.
How's the difficulty and the enemies?
It's pretty hard actually. Like thus far, I'm having that's kind of why I equate it to Doom. There's also like challenges throughout each level, right? So it'll be like, you know, shoot this guy 3 times with a shotgun or whatever, and they have like a slug if like your aimer closes in, right, and if you get it right as the two touch, that'll be a slug for your shotgun, so that'll just do like maximum damage with the shotgun. So a lot of times you're like trying to work towards that, and a challenge would be like get 3 slugs in a row or something like that. And yeah, that's kind of why I equated to Doom.
And Tony Hawk kind of has that too, though, where you're like doing challenges per level, and
yeah, exactly, yeah,
complete them all and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's just not focused on like tricks, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like go up here, do 2 heal.
Killing enemies seems to be the focus.
Exactly, yeah. So and it's just getting more and more fun as I keep getting more stuff. You know, I'm looking forward to getting more and more weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll probably talk about it more next week because I'm not too far in, but I am really enjoying it. Interesting little story they're setting up on the side. It's it seems like this whole world really loves this sport of roller drone. So and then
that's funny. It's like the sport of the world.
Exactly. And then there'll be parts in between levels where you're walking around in first person, and you can like, it's like a walking simulator. You can like read notes and stuff and like learn about your main character and look through people's lockers and stuff like that. So that stuff's cool. Looking forward to playing more though.
Okay, I'm excited to hear what you have to say. I know that how much you love Tony Hawk.
Yeah, definitely. And then yeah, We Are OKFC comes out today, so
yeah,
go check that out as well. Do we know how much it is?
I haven't looked it up. I would assume it's probably a little more reasonable price. I'm guessing like 25.
Gotta be something like that, right?
I am not 100%. I haven't pre-ordered it, so I'll probably look after this and see what the price is. But I'd say somewhere around 20, 25.
Cool. And now we'll move on to the game. Danny, what are we playing?
All right. So, they announced some sort of, I should say, when Daddy's away, the boys will play.
That we will
do another tier list. They announced like a Avatar game, and then it was a mobile game, and me and you were very upset.
Yeah, we were crying.
So I want to rank the Avatar: The Last Airbender characters.
Okay, I love it.
There are way too many on this list, so I'll kind of just pick the big ones, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Who would you like to start with, though?
I mean, you got to start with Aang.
Aang, okay. We'll start with Aang. Aang is clearly one of the best
clearly
characters.
S tier. This is gonna be very hard to not put all these characters in
we'll
S tier.
We'll try to reasonably put them against each other.
Sure.
Some of them I might forget their names, so you might need to. I'll try to describe them if you can remind me of their names.
If I can, sure.
Okay. Who should we do next?
Okay. Well, first of all, Aang, clearly S tier. Great.
Clearly,
character.
I put him S already.
This show is so good too, man. I'm about to go rewatch this after this.
Go rewatch.
But yeah, I mean, Aang's a great character. Just everything he goes throughout that show is fantastic. So yeah, S tier.
S tier easily. I'm trying to find where she is, but
Korra? Oh no, not Korra. Katara.
Katara. I don't know which picture here is Katara, but where do we think Katara goes?
I mean, comparing her to all the other characters, I'd probably go A.
Yeah, you might. Interesting. A.
She's great.
Yeah. Comparing her to some of the others, looks like they pictured
best
here.
Katara episode is the one with the blood bending.
Yes.
And you meet that old
cool
lady. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put Katara in A. I really like Katara. Let's just keep going with the main ones first. Sokka. My boy, Sokka.
Sokka probably also A. Hilarious
He's above
character.
Katara.
Is he? Okay, well you.
I
put him
think
one
so.
Above. Yeah, sure.
I think
he's a great character. Love that boomerang. You know.
His boomerang, like dagger boomerang thing. It's so weird, but I love it. Okay. Who should we go to? Who do you want to go to next? I'll let you pick.
Gotta be Zuko.
I was gonna say, do you want Toph or Zuko? We'll go Zuko.
Zuko's an S tier character.
He's an S tier.
Zuko's probably the best character in the show.
Best character in the whole show. Above Aang. The coolest
arc. I mean, all the stuff with Zuko is great. Yeah.
Clearly the best. And then Toph. We'll do Toph next.
Toph is awesome.
I love Toph.
I mean, dude, Toph's got. I mean, that's gotta be S2.
S2, dude. Come on, it's Toph. I'd say she's behind Aang though.
Sure, I would put her last in S tier.
Yeah. I think she's behind Aang. And now we kind of have a kind of a mix of some people here. So who would you like to do next? Is there someone that's popping into your head? Like
Appa S
Suki,
tier.
Appa? We could do Appa. Appa
Is
is
Appa
here.
on the list? Yeah.
Appa's here. What do you want, Appa?
Probably B. I mean, it's not
B
like
tier? That's
yeah.
fine. I
There's
like
that
Appa.
incredibly sad where he gets lost in the desert and then he gets kidnapped. That's an
Hmm.
incredibly sad arc.
Um, what else? Who do we want to go to next? I mean, we got like Suki's here. We got
Suki is Sokka's girlfriend, right?
mhm.
At the end. Oh, okay. She's great. I love that little group they're in too.
I know I forget the name of their assassin group.
Yeah, I do too. Man, I really gotta rewatch this, but
Where would you like to put Suki?
probably B.
Above Appa.
Definitely. I mean, she can speak.
Hmm. Who
Although
else we
there's
got
that
here?
one episode where Appa speaks. Where
I don't remember that.
I think Ain's like tripping out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't remember him speaking. Who else we got here? Here's one I'm just gonna throw out next. Azula. I love
Oh,
Azula.
Azula's great, dude. Azula,
Azula
is
is
great.
awesome. Like the nice thing I like about Azula is her arc of not necessarily is wide swinging as Zuko of being bad to good, but it's showing
She has some
how
humanity to her.
yes,
Yeah.
and showing this like broken girl and like they humanize her a lot, even though she still does a lot of bad.
That last shot of her is so cool, where they have her chained up and she's breathing the fire out. Yeah.
And she's just crying.
Yeah.
So good.
I might go S on that one.
Dude, I was gonna go S. Is she
Let's go
above
S.
Toph though?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I think Azula is an S. If anyone sticks out, let me know. We got a few more big ones. What was the name of the monkey? I forget the monkey's name.
Momo.
Momo. Where's Momo go?
Uh, Momo's like C.
C.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I like Momo, but Momo's even less than Appa. Here's a good one here. Ready? General Iroh.
Ooh,
Uncle Iroh.
General, he's great. I mean, that's an S
Come
character
on,
right there. Come on
dude.
now.
Uncle
The stuff with his
Iroh?
son in that one episode where it's like short segments of each character. Oh,
When he's eating at the tree.
yeah. He's singing that song. A little tear comes down his
Yeah.
eye. It's great. Iroh's an S tier character.
I would put him below Aang, above Toph.
I'm cool with that.
And that's where I would put him. Yeah, if there's any character that you want, let me know. I can try to find.
What's the old guy's name? Crazy old guy. He's like the king of the Earth City when you first meet him in like the first
Ooh.
season. He was like Aang's friend when he was a kid. What's his name?
I don't even. Oh, I don't remember. But he's the weird. He's one half closed eye, one big eye.
He's like the crazy old guy. Love that guy.
I don't remember his name. Where would you like to put him?
Probably go A.
You want him A
It might
above
be
Suki?
His episode's very cool.
Is he better than Suki?
No, he's not.
Okay, we'll put him at B below Suki.
Okay.
We got to be reasonable here.
Sure.
We can't just have this.
Do the main villain. What's his name?
General. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. You put me on the spot. I'm trying to find him.
I don't know why I can't remember it now either.
Here he is. Ozai.
Ozai, there you go. Yeah. Voice from Mark Hamill.
Ozai is awesome.
Ozai is awesome. Probably go A on that one.
I would say top of A is what I was looking at.
Yeah.
You don't get enough of him. I think if you got more of him, he might rank higher. But yeah, there's two other characters I kind of want to throw in here. You might be able to remind me of their names because I don't. You have both of Azula's best friends. Zuko's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you have the shorter one.
Yeah. I forget both their names.
Let's do Zuko's girlfriend first. I really like Zuko's girlfriend.
I do too. I mean, man, all these characters are so good. But I'd probably go C with her.
Really? Below Appa?
Maybe not below Appa. Maybe
Is
we
she
put
better
Appa
than
a bit too
again?
high.
Well, the bar I think is Suki. Is she better or worse than Suki?
She's worse.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Old man. She's better than old man.
She's better than old man. Yeah.
What about the other one, the shorter one?
I'd
This
probably
the
go
like
right.
this.
Yeah, I suppose there
She's a
is
little
less of
spunkier.
an arc with her
Yeah,
because
a little spunkier, but less.
yeah, because
I kind of like
Zuko's
Appa
girlfriend has
more.
the whole thing where she helps Zuko out
Hmm.
when he turns to good. So yeah, I'd probably go below.
You want her above Old Man still?
Yeah, below Old Man
Okay.
still.
Any other big characters? There's like one that I'm looking at. Actually, kind of two that I'm looking at that I don't remember one of them's name. But then you got Avatar Kyoshi.
Which one's that?
That was the lady Avatar.
Oh, okay, the one before the last one, even before
Yes,
the fire one.
he talks to her,
Yeah,
but
I
she
don't
was
remember
what,
her too
Earth, I
well.
think.
Yeah, I'll probably go see
She
on
was
that.
super cool. I liked her a
Do you
lot.
see her in Korra at all?
I think they talk about her as
They
well.
talk about her. Okay.
I think so. I don't think you see her. Maybe you do. I don't remember a ton about Korra. We'll put her. Yeah, I'll put her at C, I guess. If I can't convince you, it's okay.
Okay.
What about the fire Avatar?
Yeah.
The
What was
one
his
right
name?
before. I
He's
forget
great.
his name.
There's some
He was
great
super
episodes
cool.
with him. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
he was super cool.
end of season 1 where Aang really talks to him for a while.
Hmm.
I'll go B.
B.
Yeah.
We'll put him behind the girlfriend, Zuko's girlfriend,
Cool.
in front of the other lady. And that was kind of like the ones I definitely wanted to do. Is there any other that stick out?
No, none stick
Like
out in my head anymore.
like
Yeah.
Sokka and Katara's dad. I see here.
Yeah, I would have to like directly rewatch the show and then come back and do this to be able to do it properly. But yeah, for all the ones that stick out in my head, I think we got them all. Great show though. Let's
Yeah.
just say Avatar: Last Airbender, an S tier show.
It's just one of the greats, dude.
It
It's one
really
of the
is.
greats.
Really is fantastic. Anyways,
So good.
that's gonna do it for the Nerdcast podcast, episode 132. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you want to say?
Zuko's the best.
I agree entirely. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.